So, it happened. You won. Or, maybe you're just dreaming about it. Either way, what you do in the next 24 hours could be way more important than the win itself. We're going to break down exactly how to handle a big Georgia lottery win, starting from the absolute very first move you should make.
I mean, this is the moment, right? The one everyone plays for. You check your ticket, your numbers hit, and bam! In an instant, your entire life is different. The adrenaline is pumping, but right behind that excitement comes a really big question.
Because that's the real game, isn't it? It's not just about winning, it's about keeping it. Turning this one incredible stroke of luck into a lifetime of security. And believe me, the choices you make right at the beginning, they are absolutely critical.
Okay, so let's get right into it. Think of this as your emergency response plan. These are the immediate, first things you have to do to protect yourself and that prize from the second you know you've won. Stop. Before you call anyone, before you post anything online, before you even scream too loudly, flip that ticket over and sign the back of it. Right now. That simple signature turns a worthless piece of paper into your legal property. It is, without a doubt, the most important first step you can take. All right, the ticket is signed, it's secure. Now you've got your first huge decision to make, and this one has permanent consequences. Are you going to be the person on the news holding a giant check, or are you going to be a ghost? And here's something really important you need to know about Georgia law. If your prize is $250,000 or more, you have the legal right to stay completely anonymous. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. You have to make up your mind before you go to claim the prize. The second you walk through that door, your decision is pretty much locked in for good.
All right, deep breath. Let's talk about the part nobody loves, taxes. But look, understanding these numbers right from the start is the best way to avoid some really nasty surprises later on. Let's break down exactly what gets taken out before you see a penny. For any win over $5,000, the IRS steps in immediately. They take a mandatory 24% right off the top. This isn't a suggestion, it's a requirement, and it's gone before the money ever gets near your bank account. And of course, that's not all. The state of Georgia wants its pie of the pie too. They take out their own flat tax of 5.19%, also on any prize over that $5,000 mark. So let's put some real numbers to this. Say you win $1 million. After the feds take their $240,000 and the state takes its nearly $52,000, well, you can see that almost $300,000 vanishes instantly. Your initial check is going to be for about $708,000. And that leads to a really, really important point. Please hear me on this. That money they withhold, it's just a down payment on your taxes. A big win like this is going to launch you into the highest federal tax bracket, which is way more than 24%. So you will, almost certainly, owe a lot more money when you file your taxes next April. This is not the final bill.
Okay, now we're at what is probably the single biggest financial decision you'll ever make. It's a choice that's going to shape your financial life for the next 30 years. Lump sum or the annuity?
So here's the deal. With the lump sum, you get a huge pile of cash right now. It's all yours, you have total control to invest it, but you also take a gigantic tax hit all in 1 year. On the flip side, the annuity gives you a guaranteed paycheck every year for decades. It's got built-in discipline, and it spreads your tax bill out over a long time, but you give up that immediate control. And here is the scariest part. There are no takebacks, no do-overs. Once you tell the lottery officials which one you want, that's it. That decision is, for all practical purposes, permanent. You have to get this one right on the first try. You've all heard the horror stories, right? Lottery winners who are broke a few years later. It happens, but it absolutely doesn't have to be your story. Just knowing where the common traps are is the first step to building a fortress around this money. We've hit on a few of these, but just look at this list. Thinking that initial withholding is all the tax you owe, that's a huge mistake. Or just rushing down to the lottery office before you have a CPA and a financial advisor ready to go. Then there's trying to gift huge chunks of money without a tax plan, or just completely forgetting you need to make estimated tax payments throughout the year. You know, this is a question that comes up all the time. It sounds like it should work, right? I'll just stick this money in a retirement account and I won't have to pay taxes on it. It's a really common and, unfortunately, a really expensive misunderstanding. So let me just be crystal clear. Nope, you can't. Your lottery winnings are taxed as regular old income in the year you get it. Period. Now, you can absolutely invest all the money that's left after you pay your taxes, but there is no secret trick to avoid that first massive tax bill. Okay, that's enough about what can go wrong. Let's flip the script and talk about how to make it all go right.
This is your game plan, your playbook for building real, lasting success.
Before you even think about picking up the phone to call the lottery office, just run through this list. Number 1, sign that ticket and put it somewhere safe. Number 2, make the call on anonymity, public or private. Number 3, get your team. Hire a CPA and a financial advisor you trust. And only after all that is done, number 4, you schedule that appointment to claim your prize.
As soon as that money hits your account, your whole job changes. It's not about winning anymore, it's about protecting. Sudden wealth makes you a giant target for lawsuits and scams. That's why you have to immediately beef up your liability insurance, get life insurance squared away for your estate, and seriously upgrade your cybersecurity to protect yourself from fraud.
And really, that's what it all comes down to, isn't it? Getting rich can be about luck. Staying rich, that's about having a plan. The real win isn't just having the right numbers on a piece of paper. It's turning that one lucky day into security that lasts a lifetime. So the only question left is, what's your plan?